tell me some of these places you've been around the world with this play. You've been to, well, how did they react in China to the play?
Well, it was at the Fourth World Conference of Women.
Mm-hmm.
And so there were women there from all over the world. Women embrace Fannie Lou Hamer wherever I go. That's true in India as well.
Hmm.
Women from Pakistan waited for me for 30 minutes just to talk to me to say, how did you do that? What is the methodology? We need to do this for our heroes and sheroes. People and young children as well identify with struggle. It's the desire to do better, to pull oneself up, seems to be universal. And so people are in there fighting and pulling for her. In the Caribbean, in Central America, in India, the women ask me, how do you keep smiling? How do you keep smiling? Because they had never heard I was in Delhi and in Mumbai, and they had never heard of black women's lives. They didn't have any first-hand information. They said all they knew of the U.S. was white women's lives. And so I was with a delegation of 9 rural women from the Deep South, and they were fascinated, and they wanted to know more, and they appreciated the poetry and the show as well. That was true in Ghana when I did the little ditty that Fannie Lou does, jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton, jump down. The people broke into applause. And so I asked my host after it was over, I said, well, what I had to hold. What was that? I know the ditty didn't sound that good. He said, we've always had cotton in northern Ghana. So the people knew what you were talking about. As soon as you said that about cotton, they had a place to put that. They knew. And so the show connects on many different levels. Her relationship with Pap, her desire to better herself, the relationship of those who were oppressing her. Many people around the world know about oppression. They have suffered it in different forms. Many times it doesn't involve as much race as it does class. But people know about it. And so they identify with Fannie Lou Hamer. I've had people to try to convince people in third world countries that this has nothing to do with them. And the people look at them and say, oh no, that's common. Because they know the feeling. They know about struggle, you see. And so I have never had an audience that didn't get it, no matter where I was. And I have done 44 of the United States now. Different conferences. Never, the mainstream has not picked up Fannie Lou yet, but the grassroots have. And so I'm always at a grassroots venue. Sometimes it's a women's group. Sometimes it's a youth group that brings me in. Sometimes actually a corporation might bring me in. But we've not had the exposure that I envisioned for Fannie Lou Hamer. You see, I think she deserves to become a household word. Her sacrifice and her struggle, her fearlessness is laudable. It's laudable on a level of any of our heroes and sheroes. And I know that many people are thrown off by her voice and her language. When that situation happened out in California with Ebonics, I had people asking me, was I perpetuating Ebonics by speaking in her voice?
Her voice to me sounded like music.
It is music, it's lyrical, it's philosophical. You can't even begin to compare. And I just, I'm so happy to be doing this now, just so that a larger audience can know about her. You know, people run around saying, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you don't have any a clue
Where
where it
it
came
from.
from.